So hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Ames's Corner. How you all doing out there? So we've been so busy at the shop, so busy, you know, showing Gino, the new kid, the ropes. I just haven't had much time to make a repair video of what I do during the day. But I think today's about time to do something a little different. Well, I guess maybe not quite different, but we've done lift kits before. But I got this 2014 Silverado here, and we have a minor lift kit to install. I've already kind of took a quick look at the parts just to see what we're getting into here. We got a nice little box of Summit stuff. Nice little t-shirt for the guy. But yeah, it looks like it consists of spacers for the front, which is very similar to what I want to do to the rally wagon. These will go on the front struts or the shock and spring assemblies. And then it looks like a set of blocks in the back. I'd say this is probably a 2-inch kit. You know, probably a 3-inch block, but that looks like a 2-inch maybe. So yeah, anyways, that's about it. And, you know, I got some shocks, some lifted shocks for the rear of it. Pretty basic kit all in all. So why don't I set you guys up on a time lapse, and we'll see if we can get this thing done pretty quick, because we got a lot of other cars to fix and this never ends. Well, all right guys, first thing I want to do is I got it out here on a nice level area, and I want to just get a baseline height check on the thing so we can see just how high and even it is. So looks like we got about 37 inches on the front left. We got about 39 and a half on the left rear. And then we got about we're gonna call that 40 on the right rear. Like I said, reasonably level ground. Probably could have been a little more off but it is what it is. We'll just remeasure it in the same spot if it's available. We got 37 on the front right. So yeah, let's go snap this lift kit in and see what kind of height we get out of it. got that lift kit in there. That wasn't too bad. The fronts on these are a little hard to muscle in there because you're kind of forcing the control arms into the stops. So I don't really care for how the fronts are lifted with the spacers on these, because of the way that there's really no droop left to the suspension. You kind of max out the droop just to get the height out of it, but it's a way to go. I don't know if it's me or this thing looks a little too high in the rear. Looks like there's a little too much space and not quite enough, but you can't go up any higher on the front, so it is what it is. This is a lift kit that this customer supplied, so it must be the specifications that they want. Looks about the same on this side. Well, I do like these late model Chevys. I do like these pickups. Be interesting to see how they hold out to these New England winters up here. So anyways, I got the old tape measure here. Let's see where we are now. We are at 39 1/4 on the front left. We are on 44 1/2. Now I apologize, I don't remember what the spec was. That was about 5 hours ago. I had to jump off of this, so I don't quite remember. We got 43 1/4. This isn't really the most level parking lot in the world, so. And we got 38, so not bad, not bad. Got a little height out of it. Definitely has the rake, has a lot of rake to it. That's what we would call that when it's higher in the rear, lower in the front. It's got a good rake on it. Anyways, guys, like I said, I got to get going. I got to get rolling more cars out of here. And until next time, keep it out of the cabbage.